Libra, welcome back for your June reading. I have pulled the cards out because it is a very big reading. We're covering a lot. So we're going to cover your money, your general, family, and your chakra balance, but I'm also going to do the couples and the singles. Now, the crystal of the month for you guys. Okay. And that's going to help you stay grounded and peaceful. So I may cut it and put the actual link to it underneath the video. Now, I can see you guys having to sign some aspect of a contract. There's also in your money area, basically, if you're going to be able to focus on it, I can see you guys working super hard, catching up on unfinished business connected to work. You may not see the results right away, but if you apply yourself, you're going to get the best out of a situation. It's a bit like placing your energy directly into this area. A lot of you this month is going to take a lot of your time up in this area, but it's saying that it can happen. You may not see the results right away, but if you keep going, you're going to see big results. It's asking you to be super organized. In order to get the best out of the situation, you're going to find some little niches where you can fine-tune it, and especially where the planets are at the moment. We're going into retrograde, I believe, on the 5th. So this is a real good time to see what is working, what isn't working, and how to apply your energy correctly. Even if there's a delay, it's going to be for the best. But keep organised and keep plodding through it. Now, the amount of time you're spending in this area, or anything past tense of a financial matter that failed, let go of that. Try and learn from it and try and shake it up a bit and change it. Doesn't mean to say it's not going to be successful. It just means you have to look at it from a different kind of perspective to get the best out of the situation. Yeah, don't get stuck in that energy, because that energy is actually going to stuff you up. Anything you've learned out of the failure is going to benefit you in the future. So it's positive that it's happened, even though at the moment you might not think so. But it's moved you into a different way of being when it comes to manifesting abundance. Now, in your general life, it might be that you're having to have a bit of time away from family, forced or other. It can be due to, again, work, or it can be due to the fact that you need to physically have some time out for yourself so that you guys can get to a place where you're feeling grounded. It can be family-related dynamics where you're all situated doing other things and you just physically don't have the time to get together. It can be an ending of the way in which you relate directly to family. And again, your connection, this can be to your higher self, your higher conscious. It may be you're going through an awakening process, and you might be getting different ailments. It can also be connected to twin. It's a number 11 card. Now, very much in your general life, you're needing to be still. Some of it you feel stagnant, but it's there for a reason. So if any area of your life is feeling stagnant, don't freak out and get cooped up in your head, because that's what's going to prevent you from moving forward. The movement is coming, but the stagnation of being still is only temporary. It's a number 5. Now, connected to your family. Okay, very much you have a lot of control when it comes to how you interact and deal with your family. So, you know, what you put out is what you get back. So it might be changing the way in which you relate to your family, changing the way in which you see family. Family doesn't have to be DNA. It can be people who you deem as kin. But the way in which you deal with it, the energy you put out is what you're going to get back. Like attracts like. It's the laws of attraction. A lot of your energy is going to be placed directly into things that you're passionate about with your family or within yourself, and that again is the laws of attraction. So if you're passionate with your life, the same will in turn create a rippling effect into the family. But ultimately speaking, your family wants you to be happy. The way they relate to you might be different, but just look at it from that perspective. Keep focusing on your truth of what you're wanting, and the rest will sort itself. Okay, with your health, it is very much mind over matter. But because you have the Cosmic Connection card, an aspect of ascension, you might be getting ailments. Again, it can be realigned directly connected to chakra. Now, with your chakra cards that are pulled, you have 3. You have your third eye, so it can be headaches. You're questioning your intuition again, because the next chakra card is your intuition. And love. So be it couple or single, however this fits with you, it may be that you're struggling with something at the moment and you're trying to use your mind to process over what is going on in your life. And you're questioning your intuition. It's either it's working overtime or it's underactive. Nevertheless, if you listen to 9.63 hertz or 528 hertz, not that I'm a doctor, but go and Google it, your throat chakra and your heart chakra area are the 3 or 2 areas really that are highlighted at the moment. Try and use some meditation, be it when you go to bed. Listen to it in a sense of meditation. You can use bath salts as well to clear those chakras and try and get balance, but pay attention to your vibration. You know, if there's an area in your chakra that's out, go and Google it and have a look, because you know, you being self-aware connected to this is what's going to help you at the moment. And any body ailments that are coming up, definitely have a look at it, because it can be dietary, it can be, you know, your energy fields and the people that you're mixing with that are directly going to impact it. Okay, couples. Let's see. The first card that came out is the Two of Cups. So very much you're quite focused on a relationship, be it the one you're in or another, however this directly relates to you. Now, your energy is you can be overdoing things at the moment. It might be that you're working too hard. It could be that you're going out a bit too much and you're burning the candle at both ends. But whatever is changing, and any changes that come about, especially during the retrograde, it's going to be for the better. You may not feel it at the time. We never do when we're going through a transition, but you will see it on the other side. You are concerned that it may impact your finances, your emotions, or that, you know, things are slipping through your fingers. Now, your partner also is trying to have courage connected to this connection with you. And even though you're busy, they're trying to be optimistic directly connected to the relationship. But something definitely is ending. And that's the same on your side, where there's a change happening, which it means it's happening on your side, but for them something is ending. So they might have to let go of a dispute, let go of a way of dealing within this relationship, or get clarifications. They're still keeping grounded and friendly towards the situation, and the energy between you is that you feel somehow, either at a financial or an emotional level, that you invested incorrectly, that you placed too much energy into doing one thing or another, and now you're trying to salvage what is left and put it back together again, which is very common, again, where the planets are. Okay, you sort of did know this was going to happen, but you're trying to do all you can to keep status quo going. But you're also trying to keep it fair and balanced, that you don't want to be manipulated. Neither one of you want to manipulate each other. You want it to be coming not from a financial aspect, from an emotional aspect. Okay. So from overdoing it, you've changed the way you are directly relating to certain situations in this relationship, Libra. So it might be where you worked too hard, now you're pulling back and you're expecting the balance. It can be that you're not able to due to finances, and definitely the change for the better is going to be within your financial energy. So it may be that your life has drastically changed at a financial level, and suddenly you're unable to socialize because you're putting a lot of work in. And definitely, you know, in your money sector, I can see that you're definitely working very hard, be it you're trying to obtain a job, or you're trying to push that career forward and build upon what is left. Now, although you feel that there is a loss, you're still faithful to the cause within the area of the relationship, but it feels like finances are directly impacting the relationship. Now, although your partner's having courage, it might be directly connected to a home. It might be a home environment. It might be connected to, again, assets. It just feels there's a huge tone of assets directly connected to this relationship-related reading. That doesn't mean to say the whole relationship is based on assets. It means it's something that's really impacting the relationship at this point in time. Now, although for your partner something is ending, it might be the consistency. It may be that they don't have the energy to keep going and you're having to take the lead in this situation. But again, it feels at a financial kind of level. They're being very patient, but it's not the end at the moment. They're still working through this. And you're being very faithful to this situation. So you're still trying. You're still trying to keep it above water. There is going to be a blessing connected to a situation that you thought turned sour. There's going to be some undertone of a lesson and growth. And what you're going to learn is going to be directly from the horse's mouth. It's not going to be from a messenger. It's not going to be via gossip. It's going to be through you guys directly working it through. And although you're being careful with your finances, it's through your hard work that this is coming about. But it might be one of you is out of work or unable to work at the moment. It just feels like a transfer. So there could be work and it could just be at the moment it's lagged. This energy can change. Keep applying yourself because it is showing that there's going to be a good outcome. Some aspect of something you invested in feels like a financial prison. So it may not be the relationship. It might be physically the way in which you're investing the cash. And the energy you were putting towards things that now you're going to see were not relevant. So some things you're going to change it up. It's like, Libra, and you guys have got the clarity. You've really got the clarity as to how to fine-tune things. And it's definitely not connected to the relationship. So it's either you physically want out or that this energy is totally financially related. So it's going to fit where it fits for you. I just feel the exhaustion from the working. You know, if you can actually be still, you're going to gain the clarity in this area. It's something's getting old. So whatever's getting old is going to be changed. And again, as I said, with the way the planets are at the moment, anything that needs to be reassessed, anything that needs to end, there might be old things cropping up where you can actually have a real good hard look at them. And in looking at them, it's going to help you fine-tune the relationship to a point where you can build upon what was and what needs to be, should you choose. But there's going to be a lot of assessments this month. Now, singles. A lot of the effort, you're feeling tired and unable to put effort in because of a situation that isn't balanced at the moment. But you're letting things flow. So you feel it was quite one-sided. But you're coming to a spiritual, you know, even though something may have ended, you're trying to get through the water in a sense of clearing out the old to gain clarity. It's a bit like a baptism. You're sort of gaining your moral compass and you're having faith in a situation to let things flow naturally. You're working on your energy particularly in order to shine and come through the other side. Now, whatever you're trying to deal with or manifest, there's going to be a new vitality, but again, it can directly be connected to an ascension, where you're trying to balance yourself, balance your chakras. You've got the chakras there that you need to work on, and again, look at the ailments that you're experiencing, and that is going to dictate what you need to directly deal with. Now again, this month you will find that if something needs to be changed, you will directly be looking at it. But it's like a new cycle, something new's coming through. You don't need to look for the truth. Some of it you already know, but some of it will come of its own accord. It's nothing you need to go and seek. It might be somebody needs to give clarity to you, or that naturally that clarity will come to you when the time is correct. Okay, this person who you're thinking about, or an energy that is around you, is learning something. So some sense of an education is doing a whole 360, and the clarity is coming through to them. They're definitely going to be using their intuition connected to this, but they may not be communicating it yet. There might be reasons. You may be picking up on the energy, which Librans are pretty intuitive. Okay. Let's see what else is coming through for you guys. Okay. Where you're being still and you're allowing things to flow, there might be communication coming in. Now this can be of a 3D nature, a telepathic, synchronicities, however that's to be. Could be of a 3D nature. Now, whatever you're letting flow, it might be that you're waiting for your knight in shining armour. But somehow, you've released an energy of feeling it can be stolen. It might have been, but you're just releasing that energy in general. I'll pull another one. Okay, where you're trying to bring your energy through and you're getting yourself grounded, you know that anything you want, you need to work for. So you've changed the energy. But the shining isn't just about finances anymore. It's directly connected to you being happy inside and out. You're realizing that the finances are essential in some shape or form, in general, but that ultimately your internal happiness is what's very necessary right now. Now, this new vitality that is coming through between you and this other person is after a time of illness, recuperation, or rest. The truth that you are not going to look for is because you feel you already know and it wasn't a gift. What this person is learning is who is and who isn't for them. Connected to their third eye. They're not wanting to think, but they are thinking. What they're not communicating is the sadness connected to this connection. Now, You're okay just being yourself at the moment. So you're really getting grounded. And the messages you're getting is just to be yourself. You can't be anyone you're not. So really, these messages can be downloads. They can physically be to the point where the effort that you're putting in is just coming home to yourself and working on yourself at the moment. Now, letting things flow, you become more irresistible. In a sense, your energy and frequency is aligned correctly. It will connect with people at different levels, and you will not need to worry about something being taken from you, as long as you're stepping in your power and you're being yourself. Definitely the shining coming through is your self-esteem, and nobody can take that from you. Once built, cannot be taken. Okay. So this new vitality that's coming between you and this other person, yeah. Okay. There's a creative energy coming through. Something is growing. Feels like a new beginning. And through this, there is going to be a redemption between you and this other person. There is a healing. There is a clearing away of the old. And your card, very much energetically, is going through that. Plus, you're going through an awakening. So it's like a clearing of energy. Now, what they've learned about what they didn't want is what they do want. In an aspect of who they want in a sense of commitment. It's given them clarity in their life. And definitely they're healing, but they're using their intuition to heal this situation by seeing the truth. It might have been a heart truth in their whole collective life that they're directly been dealing with, but it is going to bring them home to themselves, even if they're not communicating. Once they have that realization, I feel they'll act. Pull one more card and then we'll round the reading off. Now, if you are wanting a booking, the link will be directly below. I am going to be adding additional videos, so I'm pulling the cards ahead of time because I have many videos to get through. Okay, there is a gateway of change for you guys, so just know it is moving and things are changing. So again, I will speak to you later. Look after yourselves, Librans.